Winter's gone, spring has sprung, summer's passing, and fall is yet to come. But when you look down at the devil.
All right, here we go. Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Weir, and I am your guest host for Rendezvous Recordings episodes. And today I have the distinct pleasure of interviewing Miss Mary Parker. Miss Mary Parker, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Thank you for having me.
No, my pleasure. Thank you for coming in and taking the time. So, you know, we're just going to talk and hang out and talk about a couple of things. One of the things I wanted to talk about with you is what you got going on. What's going on? You got a bunch of stuff happening right now.
Lots of stuff in the works, of course. Lots of traveling at the moment, booking shows for ahead of the year and for next year. Some solo shows, some with my band, still a little more special. I'm currently I'm trying to work up writing new songs, new material.
Right.
For more single releases and maybe possibly an album.
That's cool.
As well. So
that is cool. Well, since you mentioned still more special, so you're up for 3 awards for the Arkansas Country Music Award Show?
Yes, sir. We've been nominated for 3 awards this year.
What categories?
So we are Entertainer of the Year, Bluegrass Artist of the Year, and Young Artist of the Year.
That's awesome. So you were 2019's Young Artist of the Year, right?
That's correct. Yes,
Who's
sir.
up for that? So is it the artist as a group, the band Sillamore as a young?
Yeah, the whole group. Yes,
that's
sir.
awesome. Now, are y'all? Are you playing there that night?
We will be performing, yes sir. We'll be playing just a medley of songs, making it all into one. So we're excited to be performing.
That's really cool.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
then I guess I will get my tickets then.
Sure,
Definitely,
I hope you do.
I'd
I'd love to see you there.
No, I know there are quite a few people from Mountain View that are going to be
Yes.
represented there for sure. So you had one of the things, you were the 2019 Young Artist Award winner on that, and then also 10-time Arkansas State Fiddle Champion, right?
10-time, not all in Arkansas, some in different
states.
states.
Okay,
yeah,
I got you. I didn't.
10-time in total.
10-time, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
when did you start playing?
I started about at the age of 5.
Gosh, and the fiddle. That's what you wanted to play, huh?
Yes, sir. That's been my primary instrument ever since.
I'm always curious, at 5 years old, what caught your eye or ear about the...
Let's see. So I remember my parents, they were all like music lovers, like bluegrass and classic country were the big thing for them. But we make a couple trips to Mountain View, not that many, but I remember my dad always watching RFD TV, so you have all the music going on. After a while, toys didn't really entertain me much anymore.
That's good.
But the fiddle, I was like, hey, that's pretty neat.
Right.
Like I'm seeing all the bowing action and what's going on here. I was like, I would love to pick that up and learn that. So we came to Mountain View, bought my first fiddle over at the corner. They had a corner music store over there, so bought that at the age of 4. The fiddle was a bit too big for me, so I had to wait a year, come back, and I started taking lessons after that.
Right. So you started taking lessons here in Mountain View?
I did, yes, from Miss Shay Poole that owns Mountain View Music Store.
I know the name, I do. That. What about with the Ozark Folk Center? How long have you been with them?
So this year is my 9th season with the Ozark Folk Center. I think it's my 9th season. I remember I was on contract at the age of 8 years old.
That's so cool. No, not many people can say that.
Yeah, I know. It's been one of my favorite places to play ever since, and I'm honored to still be able to perform there.
My dad used to talk about you playing out there outside his knife shop there, and he'd go out there and stand and watch you play. So
yes, I remember seeing every time he was there, and he'd request a couple songs. I got to play some for him.
Yeah, he probably cried, didn't he?
He did. Lorena was one he absolutely loved and teared up every time.
Yeah, he did. I know he told me about that for sure. I tell you what's really interesting. I've been following you a little bit since I probably since you were about 12 years old, Don Mellon I was out to see my dad, and he was talking about you, and he showed us a video of you playing in Nashville. He took you there one morning, you got up and played Orange Blossom Special. And I've got to tell you, Mary, the thing that stuck out about that little video is when the lead singer and the guitar player, when he started playing and then you started playing, he stopped and hit record on his phone. It was like, so it was a good little thing. But that's cool. So, but I know you know Don, and they're special in your life, and that's something that it's really nice for me to be up here and be next to him. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to interview you, because I saw that a long time ago, and I was like, I got to check that out. Talk to her about that. Tell me about your band. Tell me about the members of your band.
So in Solomore Special?
Yep.
Correct. In Solomore Special, there are 5 members.
Mm-hmm.
We're mainly focusing in bluegrass
Mm-hmm.
music. So our members is my little brother
Mm-hmm.
playing mandolin, Gordon Parker.
How does that work out with y'all being siblings and working together?
Whew. I don't know if it's fun or not.
Right?
Really. when you're trying to get something figured out, it's like this.
Yeah.
It's really like this.
I know that.
But with the rest of the band, we also act like siblings too, so it's almost like that with us too.
I was going to ask you about that, how if there's ever any button heads and what's going to happen, yeah?
Yeah, well, it's here and there. It's
Yeah.
not too much at all, but
No,
with
I'm sure, but yeah.
with a band of teenagers, it can be frustrating.
Right, exactly.
Even me, but it's especially between my brother and I.
Right. What's his nickname?
You know, he goes by a couple nicknames. He dances. He jig dances, so he has a nickname, Sugarfoot.
I love it.
That's one of his stage names he goes by. But yeah,
that's cool.
Just because he dances, that's nickname has stuck.
That's a cool nickname, though. That is something. If you got a nickname, that means people like you, so that's good. Who else?
So we have Turner Atwell on guitar. He is 18 years old. We have Lillian McCool on 3-finger banjo. She not only plays 3-finger, she plays clawhammer style as well. She is 19 years old. Miss Mercy Grace on our bass. She's our bassist, and she's also 18 years old.
Y'all still? Are you in any other bands besides Solomore Special?
Besides Solomore Special, I play with another band from Branson, Missouri called Southern Strings. I also play with some local bands from around here. Not necessarily part of the group, but they'll call me up asking, "Hey, do you want to come play at the Folk Center or at the Mountain View Meeting Place?"
Right.
So, but I enjoy getting to do that too. Love playing here in my hometown.
Yeah, I imagine so. But it's also really nice to always playing with other people too, because it's just expanding.
Exactly.
All that for sure. Well, good deal. Now, you released a single a little over a week ago, right?
Yes,
Tell us about that.
So I released my very first single on April 15th as a solo artist. And the title of the song is called Remember Me. It's a song about remembrance. I wrote it back in 2020. I lost one of my family members, and I was a little tough on all of us.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it, that's what inspired the song. But throughout the pandemic, a lot of people have lost people close to them, like, and I know you have too. So I was like, I want something that really hits close to home and something that will bring someone comfort.
It really does.
Yeah.
And, and it's a beautiful song, and the lyrics are great. And I know that, you know, Tim Crouch is amazing. I mean, he did a wonderful job. And how had you ever worked with him recording before?
He recorded two of my solo albums when I made a 10 and 12. Fantastic job. I always love working with him, and I look up to him so much because he's probably one of the best fiddlers
100%.
I've ever
Absolutely
seen. Yeah.
And he thinks highly of you too. And so have you been writing songs for a while, or is it something that you picked up?
So that single was probably one of my second or third songs I'd ever written. I started writing throughout the pandemic when I had nothing to do. I thought I'd give it a try.
It's a good thing to do.
Just to see what I could do. I wouldn't really consider myself a songwriter just yet because I haven't written that many tunes. I'm trying to test the water, see if
I think you made a big splash in the water is what you did with that song. If that's, I would consider your song, it's a beautiful song. So
thank you so much.
Yeah. Did you do that all yourself, or did somebody help you with that, or what?
With that song, I wrote it all by myself. Mr. Tim Crouch, he added some razzle dazzle to the song with his ideas too, with the instrumental parts, and he made it sound beyond my expectations. He
really
did
is
a fantastic job.
And I think you hit the mark with something you said about all the loss that we've had in the last couple of years with the pandemic. I think that song really does, because there's so many points about it as I've listened to it over and over again. I mean, just talking about the flower and the picture and the song and the different things that we see in a day-to-day basis that might remind us of someone. And I think you captured all of that very well in that. So nice job on that. Let me ask you this. Bluegrass is what you know, it's a little more special. What other top styles of music do you listen to, or do you, when you're not playing, what do you like?
Let's see. Well, I like a mix of everything.
Yeah.
Not only do I just play bluegrass because I like bluegrass, but I like to keep it different, keep it exciting. I like listening to like Western swing or swing style fiddle music. I get to play that some too.
Nice.
Some blues. I really like
Do
blues.
You?
Yeah.
Good. Me too.
And so I'm half Mexican too. So I go back and listen to like mariachi music. Or bachata music. I like a mix of everything. Maybe old rock and roll classics, stuff like that.
That, because I did hear somewhere y'all were covering a couple of songs from back in my day. I mean, like when I was a kid, actually, they were before me, and I thought, all right, they're throwing out some 70s there, and it was some old 70s rock and roll that you did with a little bluegrass.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we like taking different songs, not just what you. Classic bluegrass songs. We like taking different songs for every audience to enjoy, but still add a twist of bluegrass.
Absolutely. Well, before we wrap it up, I just so as far as growing up, as far as influences on your music, who do you say might be some of the biggest people that you tried to emulate early on?
Well, for one, we mentioned Tim Crouch.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love his style. He can play anything, any key, any style of music. He'll just pick it up like that. And that's what I strive to try to do as well. I'd love to pick things up by ear and just listen like he does. Also, big fan of Alison Krauss. Her voice and her fiddle playing, I thought, just fantastic. Michael Cleveland. I don't know how he plays. It's just, he fascinates me in every way. Just super talented. So that's just a few for you.
Well, Mary, I appreciate your time, and good luck to you this summer. I hope to see you play a couple times for sure, and I'm going to come up and see you play at the Folk Center as well.
Thank you so much. We'd love to see you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Good luck to you.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome.